And a good evening, everyone. Welcome to our coverage tonight with YourLiveEvent.com from the Hawley High School as we come out of the Christmas break and get set for some high school girls basketball action. In fact, it's a section matchup here tonight. An important game, as always, anytime it comes to the section. And both teams are doing mighty fine to kick off the 2022-23 girls basketball season. The Hawley Nuggets hosting the Thief River Falls Prowlers in girls basketball action here tonight as they just finished up just one half of JV is all they had here this evening due to some bus issues that Thief River Falls ended up with here tonight with their charter bus that would not get going, so they had to wait for their bus routes to finish up before they could even make the trip down here. So a little shift in the schedule that you saw earlier on from the Hawley High School, keeping you informed and updated on that as the JV half that they played just wrapped up, and we're getting set for the varsity contest here tonight. Thief River Falls comes in 6-2 on a 3-game win streak. The Hawley Nuggets also on a 3-game win streak of their own with the holiday break, getting a couple victories on the road, which we'll talk about here in our pregame show. That was down in the St. Cloud area. They're also at 6-2 on the season. Gearing up for girls basketball action, we'll get a chance to hear from both head coaches, Paula Praska of the Thief River Falls Prowlers and Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets. That, and we'll look and talk about some high school girls basketball around the area, the Section 8 AA. I tell you what, it's going to be a competitive section, and every game is going to be equally important as this one is here tonight. My name is Kurt Fillion. Jed Carlson's going to be joining me momentarily here as well, part of our pregame show, and into the action to bring you some color commentary. We're glad to have you with us for the coverage here tonight on YourLiveEvent.com, powered by R&J Broadcasting Incorporated and Halstead Telephone Company. And we thank our many sponsors for helping make the broadcast possible. You'll hear and see throughout the broadcast. At the very least, we ask you to say thank you as they make it possible for you to view these games free of charge on YourLiveEvent.com. We're back with more on our pregame show. Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Nuggets, will join us when we return after this.
Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget sporting event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, speech, debate, band, and choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. Do you own farmland? Have you been watching the historic price run up the last 2 years, wondering if it's time to sell some of yours? People sell land for many reasons. Settling a family estate, reducing debt, or simply creating a cash nest egg for a comfortable retirement. Whatever your reason might be, the market has never been stronger. Let me help you explore your marketing options. Call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
Bill Gottenberg joining us here on the pregame show as we enter out of the holiday break and get a chance to get back on the floor here in a section opponent with Thief River Falls coming to town, and a team that's doing very well as well this year.
Yeah, I've watched a tape of their team, and they play aggressive defense, and they have a nice inside player they like to focus on getting the ball to. And so, our defense has been getting better. We'll have to rebound tonight and make some shots on the offensive end.
Had a chance to see your team right before the break, too, in that victory over Wadena Deer Creek. A slower start for the team, but you had some games in the mix during the holiday break, too. Was it a little different story for them then? Did they start out a little bit better comparative to that Wadena game?
Yeah, the Wadena game, I think, was really a character builder for the team because we got down 18-2 or something like that, and then they just kept playing and kept their nose to the grindstone and came back and won, and we seem to be getting some confidence. We're shooting better now, and our defense is picking up. The young team that we had is starting to grow up. We still make some mistakes, that kind of scratch my head about, but they're trying and they're having fun out there.
Shooting been going a little better for you too as of late?
Yeah, the first half against Royalton, we made 7 3-pointers, and right in the first half, and then we had 4 free throws, and 2 of them came off a 3-pointer that we got fouled on, and then we had just 1 2-point shot there in the lane. So we're starting to shoot the ball better, getting confidence in that area.
As far as patience, too, have you been seeing better patience out of your team on the offensive side to get you some better shots?
Well, they like to attack, and if they're open, they're the ones that have the license to shoot a 3 will put it up. So patience isn't something we talk about a lot. It's just let's take good shots in terms of not being off balance. We still get going a little fast sometimes and take some shots that we can slow down on, I think, and go off 2 feet. So, but that's an area to still work on. But I do like that they're aggressive and they play to win.
About Thief River Falls, as far as biggest keys to success to pull away with a victory here tonight, an important section matchup, what would those be?
I think, the fact when you watch them play, they really want to get the ball to number 20, Waldo. And that book, Where's Waldo? We got to know where Waldo is tonight here. And and then, they got some athletes. They play really good pressure defense, got to take care of the basketball. And the athletics part of it, they drive, and then we got to contain that and also look to rebound tonight.
Bill, as always, appreciate the time. Good luck to you in the Nuggets tonight.
Thank you, Kurt. Appreciate talking to you.
Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, joining us on our pregame show. Pregame coach's comments as we'll hear from Paula Praska, head coach of the Thief River Falls Prowlers. Both teams come in 6-2. Section 8 AA matchup in girls basketball tonight on YourLiveEvent.com. Should be a fun one. Pretty evenly matched teams. We'll talk more about the matchup. We'll hear from Coach Praska when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com from the Hawley High School with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Hawley and Hendrum.
Hawley Public Schools teaches over 1,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12. They do this in facilities that are either new or recently remodeled. These facilities are not only for Hawley students, but for adults too. Hawley Public Schools offers community education classes in subjects like yoga and painting, plus adult basic education for those who want their GED or who study English as a second language. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
You couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together on an investment strategy for long-term results. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Start by giving me a call at 701-893-5648. I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Paula Praska joining us here on our pregame show tonight as they make the road trip for a section opponent, the Hawley Nuggets, tonight. Should be a fun one here. It looks like both teams match up pretty well.
Yeah, I think it is going to be fun. It will be interesting to watch the bigs inside. You got the Steer girls. There are a lot to contend with, so it should be a fun game.
Tell me about your team a little bit and how things have been looking overall in this early part of the season.
Well, I think offensively we're making strides. Probably not quite where I want us to be, but we're still making strides, which is great. Defensively, we've really stepped it up, and I'm excited about our defense.
Did you bring back a lot of experience this year too?
I actually did. I was pretty young last year. Look at the program, we look young this year again, but we've got the experience under our belt because they had to play a lot last year. So, yeah, we brought back a lot of experience.
As far as comparing last year to this year, what did you see as far as the growth for these girls? What are the biggest things that you've seen shine through so far as positives?
I'm going to go with my defense again. I think a couple of the girls have really stepped up their intensity on defense and actually their knowledge of where they need to be on the floor.
As far as Hawley goes, from what you've seen out of them, what are some of the keys that you're going to have to either stop on the defensive side or maybe that you can try and exploit on the offensive side for you?
Well, defensively, you got to stop Anna Steer. I know that, and Izzy's also going to be a challenge. So I think what we have to do is we have to focus on the guard play and the pressure on the ball. Offensively, we've just got to make sure we take their cuts and stuff away.
Healthier team, pretty good. Everybody coming in out of the Christmas break, good?
We got a few colds and whatnot going on, so should be interesting.
All right. Paula, appreciate the time. Good luck to you and the Prowlers tonight.
Thank you very much.
Paula Praska, head coach of Thief River Falls, joining us on our pregame show. Thief River Falls on the road to take on the Hawley Nuggets in girls basketball. Flip side, the boys are up in Thief River Falls tonight for the Hawley Nuggets, so try and get some score updates on that for you as the night rolls on as well. Rolling on with our pregame show. Both teams 6-2. The Nuggets and the Prowlers should be a dandy in Section 8 AA girls basketball. Take a little deeper look into this one when we come back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Respectful, responsible, safe, and kind. Those are the values taught by Hawley Public Schools. Hawley's PBIS team, Positive Behavior, Interventions, and Supports, aims to encourage a positive and respectful learning environment and uphold the social and emotional well-being of all students and staff. Learn more about Hawley Public Schools at hawley.k12.mn.us. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Drs. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Welcome back to our pregame show here tonight. Kurt Fillion with the broadcast call on yourliveevent.com. Jed Carlson has made his way up to the perch, the nest, whatever you want to call it up here. I don't know what you'd call it in a gold mine.
I don't know. I think Coach Nats just calls it the gold mine up here.
There we go. Well, I tell you what, Jed, I had a chance to hear from both coaches. I know you didn't get a chance to hear those interviews, but just kind of reiterating a little bit what the coaches talked about. Both teams come in on a 3-game win streak. Both teams come in 6-2, currently at the 4 and 5 spot in Section 8 AA girls basketball. Evenly matched. As far as experience-wise, both teams bring back about the same type of experience. As far as size, they match up really well. I just think this is going to be a very good game, a good defensive battle, and a good aggressive played game here tonight.
Yeah, what a great midseason test for both of these squads. And just historically, Hawley Thief River on the girls' side has just been a big game. You know, in a game between two teams, they can get after each other. And I think stylistically they've been different in the past. Thief River just traditionally, I don't know this year's team very well, but they just traditionally have somebody inside that's a matchup nightmare. You know, size inside, and that gives, you know, the undersized Nuggets a little bit of problems. And I'll be anxious to see how this goes tonight. It's a good barometer for both of them.
And I know, talking to some of the Thief River Falls fans here just before the game too, the fact that they don't know what to expect. It's one of those where things are great one night and not so good the other, just inconsistencies. And I think getting a chance to see that Wadena Deer Creek game right before the holiday break two weeks ago that you and I saw, inconsistencies is probably the best way to put it, especially in that first half before Hawley finally started to grasp and do things what they needed to do.
Yeah, slow start for the Nuggets on that one, right? Really we were both impressed with Wadena Deer Creek that night. It shows you the strength of this action, but a lot of poise for the Nuggets team to come back, and they played really good basketball. The Steer sisters were phenomenal. Izzy Steer really lit it up offensively, and it seems like, it was just yesterday, doesn't it, Kurt?
It does.
A couple weeks go by, and here we are in the same spot. But I'm excited to see Thief River. I know just traditionally some of the names up there of really good players, and Biermeyer and Nichols, and just some of the big kids they've had. Madison Brecky, I'm going back here, dating myself, but Thief River has had some really nice players, and they've been traditionally well coached, and I'm excited to see this one.
Should be fun. As mentioned, the Hawley sitting in that 4 spot in 8AA. Thief River Falls right behind them. I mean, literally right behind them. As far as QRF rankings, Hawley at 37, Thief River Falls at 39. Top ranked in 8AA is Perm right now. Ranked 5th in state. Fergus Falls ranked 20th in state, is in the 2 spot, and Pelican right behind them, which Hawley will have on the schedule not too far from now either. So Nuggets, looking at some of these team stats here, Jed, before got into the gym tonight, very interesting. Nuggets averaging 52.4 points per game. Thief River Falls 53.5, about 1 point more per game. As far as defense goes, Nuggets allowing 45.1 points per game. Thief River Falls 44.8, so I mean almost neck and neck.
Yeah, I noticed that when I took a quick peek today. These teams are just really, really close, and what a great game. I think being at home is a little bit of advantage. These are two teams that only play each other once a year, and the home team's gonna have a little edge there. But yeah, this is two evenly matched teams that I think will just win or lose tonight. Both teams will learn something, and really good chance that they see each other again in the postseason.
And an interesting scenario for Thief River Falls. They had a charter bus lined up wouldn't get going. They had to change their plans coming down here. In fact, had to take a regular school bus, but because of the lack of drivers that are out there, they had to wait until the bus route was done before they could leave Thief River Falls. That's how bad it is with trying to find drivers in the area. So get your bus license and you got job security, right?
Absolutely. And I feel like that can go one of two ways, right? When you have bad and weird things like that break your routine, you can either kind of come out flat and lay an egg, or otherwise sometimes it could be just loose and you got nothing else on your mind, you just play free. So we'll find out here really soon.
We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. National anthem they will do, and we'll come back with the lineups. Hawley hosting Thief River Falls. Girls basketball action, 8AA girls basketball on yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Hawley Public Schools teaches over 1,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12. They do this in facilities that are either new or recently remodeled. These facilities are not only for Hawley students, but for adults too. Hawley Public Schools offers community education classes in subjects like yoga and painting, plus adult basic education for those who want their GED or who study English as a second language. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Welcome back to our pregame show. We gear you up for girls basketball tonight. Let's take a look at our starting lineup here for this one in girls basketball for 8AA. Thief River Falls, the visiting team on the scoreboard here tonight. They will start at a guard wearing number 1, a junior, Sophia Kramer. Other guard will be a senior wearing number 5, Kendall Rantanen. One of their forwards, a senior number 4, Marin Espy. Their other forward will be a sophomore number 20, Ava Waldall. And their center will be a junior, number 31, Brianna Myers. Head coach is Paula Praska, assisted by Lily Kerner, Jeff Lowe, and Jake Rantanen. Thief River Falls come into this game with a record of 6-2. They're 4-2 in Section 8AA girls basketball. For the home team on the scoreboard, the Hawley Golden Nuggets, they will start at a guard, 5'10", senior number 12, Anna Steer. The other guard will be a 5'6", sophomore number 20, Ingrid Rusted. At a forward, a 5'10", sophomore number 5, Izzy Steer. The other forward will be a 5'11", sophomore number 50, Sophie Cook. And their center at 6'1", a junior number 24, Emma Brookshire. Head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, Bill Gottenberg, in his 41st year, assisted by Ben Lofgren, Alyssa Brennan, along with Brianne Marshall and Caitlin Borgstall. Nuggets 6-2 on the year as well, 2-1 in Section 8AA. Both games on a 3-game win streak coming into tonight's contest. Again, the JV matchup was only one half due to the bus complications that Thief River Falls had to work with here tonight. The JV half did go to the Hawley Nuggets here tonight. I believe it was 37-7, the final score. Nuggets did control that one right from the start and throughout. So, welcome to the broadcast as the varsity contest we get set for as they finish up the starting lineups down on the floor. And as mentioned here, Jed, this is going to be a fun atmosphere. People starting to pile in, and actually pretty nice crowd for Thief River Falls for a longer road trip.
Yeah, it sure is. And just looking at, we talked about Coach Gottenberg in his 41 years and Coach Lofgren. I just looking at the program here, seeing Coach Praska. She's been around for a long time for Thief River. I coached against Jeff Lowe many times. He's a great human being. I don't see him down there tonight, but I hope he's watching at home and I hope he's listening. I hope all is well, Coach. Just some great people up there in Thief River Falls, and I know as a visiting coach, that was always a really fun place to go. And
Yeah.
I think, that atmosphere kind of carried over here tonight. And this should be a good basketball game, Kurt. Really looking forward to it.
Absolutely, yeah. And that Thief River Falls, close to my home area. I'm just south of there. Red Lake Falls is where I grew up, 16 miles south of Thief. So when I was talking to another person here that was asking my name, he knew my dad pretty quickly. So
nice.
They get the name recognition pretty quick. But fun to see, and I know a couple of my friends from Thief River Falls or the surrounding area that have daughters playing here tonight. So I never thought I'd get to that level of broadcasting where I'd be broadcasting for friends of mine from high school and their kids are playing now.
Isn't that fun, though?
It does. Yeah, it is.
Comes full circle, and that's what this is all about. High school hoops and all the connections, and I love walking into gyms. It's fun.
Nuggets will get the tip off, and they will start things off here tonight. Anna Steer with it at the top. She'll pass it to her sister against a man-to-man aggressive defense by Thief River Falls. They'll get it to Brookshire underneath. Turnaround jumper with the defense there, no good, and the rebound is going to be grabbed by Ava Waldall. That was one thing Coach Bill Gottenberg talked about on this Thief River Falls team. It's not where's Waldo, it's where's Waldall tonight. They need to know where she is at all times.
Yeah, that makes sense. It doesn't look like Thief River quite has that big 6 foot and 6 foot plus post that they traditionally have, but it looks like Waldall's going to be a nice player for him inside.
Well, the Prowlers have it up top. They've got Aaron Espy will pass to the left side over for Rantanen. Kendall with it inside. She'll go to Waldall. Tries to back her way in against Brookshire. Back up top they'll go. Swinging around on the perimeter. Myers over to Espy. Skips it left side. Brianna Myers takes it down the baseline. Stop and pop from 7. That's good.
Nice controlled offensive set there. Little cross screen, double screen. Didn't have it. Stayed with it. Got the shot they wanted. And a little full court pressure, Kurt.
Inside Brookshire will go back out. Izzy Steer fakes the shot. Hand in her face too. She'll pass the right side for Anna Steer in the corner. Penetrates the baseline. Poked out of bounds. Nice defense by the senior Marin Espy. Only 2 seniors on this squad for the Thief River Falls Prowlers, but as Coach Praska mentioned, she brings back a lot of experience, so it shows how young this team was even last year and still very young this year. Some promising future as they show some aggressive defense, getting after it on the floor. Izzy Steer almost got it ripped away there by the defense of Kendall Rantanen. On the drive, Anna Steer, ball's knocked away. This time it is stolen away by Rantanen. And here come the Prowlers on the first turnover against the Nuggets. Rantanen at the top of the key, pressured here closely by Rusted. On the wing now, they'll spread it out. Izzy Steer taking steps off, just daring her to shoot that ball. They're bouncing it inside to Waldall. Turnaround jumper spins off, no good. A rebound goes for Emma Brookshire.
That'll be key for the Nuggets to see if Brookshire can play defense without fouling. That'll be huge.
Cook, 3-pointers on the way off the dish by Steer, no good. Nice secured rebound there by Kramer. Not the tallest player out there, but she's playing like she is. Right side, they'll get it over to Rantanen.
Looks like Cook's earned a spot in the starting lineup tonight, Kurt.
Took the place of Izzy Johnson for tonight's matchup, so earned that spot as she's been playing well. Coach Gottenberg mentioned to me off the air that she's really stepped up and finding her way, especially on that offensive side. Inside they'll go, pressure put on, jump ball it's going to be, and it will go to the Nuggets. So Thief River Falls will turn it over for the first time here tonight with 15:47 to play first half.
Looks like the Nuggets are backing off a few of the shooters there they've selected, and they're making sure that Waldall doesn't beat them and do a little front and back double team in the post.
Well, the defensive pressure does wonders for the Prowlers as they pass over to Anna Steer. Steer got the ball maybe partially tipped, and then it hit her on the face and went out of bounds, so it'll be Prowler basketball. Rantanen with it. Trying to step to get away from Ingrid Rusted, who's up there for the Nuggets. 5'6", the sophomore. Getting some good defense there. Pass right side. They'll keep it around the perimeter here. Wait for something to create. This is Sophia Kramer on the drive. Got the ball knocked loose. Rantanen 3-pointers on the way. It's off the rim. No good. Long rebound on the weak side. Myers will pull that in for Thief River Falls. Inside to Waldall. Ball knocked away. Steer with the steal. Gets it down the floor. Over to Rusted. She'll drive in. Jump stop. Shot no good. And the fight for the rebound won by Cook. Shot rejected. Ball tipped around again. Brookshire is going to keep it. Brookshire losing the grip now, and a jump ball will go to the Prowlers.
Brookshire probably fortunate she didn't get any of those whistles, but it's good aggressive play inside, and worked out for her that time.
So a turnover after turnover here. Thief River Falls turn it over and then forcing a jump ball situation. About midway through that first half, Thief River Falls leading Hawley in boys basketball 20-12 right now. Thanks for the updates to Coach Peter Natz over in up in Thief River Falls. Taking his place here again tonight on yourliveevent.com, where you usually hear him for the winter sports, but getting a chance to see the boys crew on the road.
Did he leave you a Diet Coke tonight or no?
He did not.
Jeez.
I was wondering. He did set up all the equipment again for me, though. I'll take that.
We'll take it.
Rantanen shot, no good. Rebound goes to Izzy Steer. She's off to the races. A 2-on-2. Jump stop. Shot no good, but she's fouled. Attacks the bucket, and she will head to the free throw line. Something that was foreign to us in that Wadena Deer Creek game when they didn't have a free throw shot.
That was unbelievable. Kind of one of the interesting things I've noticed so far. So if you watch the Nuggets play defense, they're playing a real passive, packed-in man-to-man, right? Defensively, but offensively, they want to get out and push. Whereas Thief River, they're playing aggressive full-court man-to-man, but then offensively, they're a little bit more stagnant, a little bit more patient. So some contrasting styles for each team.
That probably makes it kind of the interesting matchup that we'll see here tonight. Steer's first free throw, no good. Second one is good. So it gets the Nuggets on the board. They trail 2-1. 3.5 minutes into this ball game. The foul was against Josie Peterson, a sophomore who's into the ball game now for Thief River Falls. She's over in the corner as they'll pass it inside. Spin move by Waldall, double team. Back out, they'll get it up top to Kramer. Onto the corner, they'll get it to Espy. Kick pass to the free throw line, Rantanen back out. Eyeing up the long three. Peterson didn't take it. Right side, they'll go on the drive. Kick back out to Peterson. Onto the wing. Inside, they really work to get it to Waldall. Turnaround jumper is off, no good. And the rebound battle for Izzy Steer is going to secure it, her second. Up the floor comes Anna Steer right through the traffic. Inside finds Ollie's, who's into the ball game now for the Nuggets. Out to Steer. Three-pointer off, no good. And the rebound goes for Peterson. Josie Peterson going to push it up the floor to the left side. Espy with a layup, rolls off, no good, and the rebound goes for Izzy Steer.
Now we're getting up and down, Kurt.
Anna Steer with it, tries the jumper, no good. Ollie's with a shot, no good, and that's a rebound for Espy.
The Nuggets are really packing in against Waldall there, and she's so active. She's still able to get touches. And the shooters out there for Thief River Falls, Sophia Kramer, she's wide open. I'd like to see her let one go early just to see if you can hit one and change the defense.
Ball stolen away by Anna Steer, and here come the Nuggets down to the other end. She's fouled on her way up. She'll head to the free throw line to shoot two. A chance to tie or take the lead as the foul is going against Ava Waldall. That's her first and the team's second. That's definitely a player you want to attack. If you see her in the lane, attack.
Absolutely. Anna Steer does a really nice job of that.
So the first of two free throws up. First one off the rim, no good. As we will see Brianna Myers back into the game along with Allie Yuska for Thief River Falls. And it's Sophia Cook come back in. Nope, that's Izzy Johnson. Izzy Johnson on that far side. And Ingrid Rusted out there along with Ollie's and the Steer sisters. Marissa Ollie's a senior for Hawley out there.
She's got a couple of early offensive rebounds for her squad there. She's active inside and really plays her role well. Nice senior off the bench.
Prowler's with it after both free throws missed by Steer inside. Waldall secures that. Can't get it to go. Again, that one rolls off, and Izzy Steer with her fourth rebound. She'll push it up the floor right through the traffic. Oh, drives almost uncontested. I think she was waiting for somebody to step in the way as she was throwing it up there a little too hard. The rebound goes to Ollie's. That's her third rebound here tonight. And then a jump ball tie-up stays with the Nuggets.
Both teams just a little bit off, just on their finishes. So with some buckets, I'm sure that they'd like some opportunities they'd like back. So I think that kind of happens after a break and a New Year's Day. And, you know, your schedule gets off a little bit. It takes a little time to shake the rust.
All that sugar from Christmas time.
Probably.
Johnson, long two-pointer, no good. Anna Steer with the rebound. Dishes it inside. Ollie's shot, no good. Izzy Johnson with a good rebound. Keeps it alive out to Rusted. Fakes a three. Tries a three. Off, no good. Izzy Johnson again with a rebound. Her third rebound in this possession. Inside, Izzy Steer with the drive. Layups up. Rolls off, no good. Another rebound for Steer. Keeps it alive.
The Nuggets are being super aggressive on the old glass right now. Not getting them to fall, but really taking it hard at the rim and going after the glass hard.
Yeah, that's the thing. Some of these bunnies just not falling as it shows 2-1, almost 6 minutes into the game. Left side, Rusted, three-pointer off the rim, no good. Ollie's with another rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds. Her fifth rebound off the bench.
Well, that's one way to offset a little bit of a poor shooting start is get 5 offensive rebounds on one possession. That helps a lot.
There's Sophia Cook. She'll come back in. Brookshire also back into the game now for Hawley.
I think this is a game. This is an Emma Brookshire game where she's got a little bit of a size advantage for once, and she should be aggressive, get a few buckets for her team early because she can finish inside.
Anna Steer is inbounding here for the Nuggets. Finds Brookshire inside. Waldall working her defensively inside. They'll get it. Izzy Steer on the cut, no good. And the rebound this time is going to be secured by the Prowlers. Espy grabs that. She'll get it to Rantanen. Left side, they'll get it now to Kendall Merkins, who's into the game. Right side, they'll go over to Espy. Inside and back out. 15-footer on the way by Kendra Merkins. Can't get it to go. Izzy Steer up to 6 rebounds. 6 minutes into the game. Pass left side, Anna Steer. Long bomb three-pointer. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Anna Steer.
Sometimes that's all it takes. It's just one to get you going. A little heat check there. Hopefully that gets the Nuggets offense going.
So the Nuggets lead 4-2 now with that three-pointer. Again, sagging off, just daring those guards to shoot out on the wing. That was Kendra Merkins that time. Left side, they've got it to Rantanen. They don't leave her open, though. Pass inside. Saving it was Myers there, but then she stepped out of bounds, so a turnover against the Prowlers. That's going to be their 4th.
One of the trademarks of Coach Gottenberg teams is that they can adapt defensively. They're chameleons. They'll do one thing tonight, and then Pelican Rapids will watch this film, and the next game they'll see none of it. So, really smart. He asks the kids to do a lot and know a lot. So.
Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. It's Hawley 4, Thief River Falls 2, 11:06 to play first half. We're back with more on yourliveevent.com from Hawley right after this.
Winter storms can create broken tree limbs and power outages. They can also create a dangerous landscape. Ice-coated power lines can continue to carry electricity whether they're sagging or on the ground. If you see low-hanging or down power lines, assume they are energized and deadly. Stay far away from them, keep others away from them, and report the location. This message from Wild Rice Electric Cooperative. We care about you and your safety.
Well, Nuggets will have it out of the timeout. As we've got Destiny Salinas into the game now, a senior who inbounded to Anna Steer against that full court pressure, trying to trap on the corner. A 1-3-1 there they were trying to go for. It looked like, no, it's actually a man-to-man. Kind of looked like a zone pressure that they were putting on momentarily.
Just got across the timeline, too, there, the Nuggets did. I like the full court pressure for Thief River Falls.
Yeah, they're a scrappy team. That's what Coach Praska mentioned to me off the air, too. She's very happy with their defense of how that's come along. Steer's shot off balance, no good. Rebound goes to Myers. She'll push it up the floor, left side, Rantanen. Almost lost it, stays with the dribble on her knees, goes back out to Myers. They'll swing it around the perimeter, get it over to Merkins. Inside pass to Waldall, deflected. Keeps it alive in the corner. Ball knocked away now, and it's going to be Anna Steer with her second steal. Down the floor, she brings it with a layup. Good. Anna Steer's got 5 to lead all players.
And that's when she's at her best, just in the full court with the ball in her hands, attacking the rim, either creating for herself or others. It seems like that shows up. That part of her game shows up every night.
Nice take by Myers. Couldn't get it to go, though. It's going to be Sophie Cook with her first rebound, and the Nuggets will push it up the floor. Anna Steer going to be fouled. Reach in against Kendra Merkins, her first and the team's third. Nuggets yet to commit a foul here in this ball game. We're 8 minutes in. And 2 18-minute halves are what we play for the varsity level as McKenna Walker, the freshman, will step in.
Refs are letting them play tonight. A little physical inside. Coach Praska's not real happy about it, having a conversation right now.
Yeah,
but it's been consistent. The game's got some flow to it. I like that better than whistles every time down.
Absolutely, yeah. It's just a physical game. With the aggressive defense that we see out of these two teams, that's going to happen. There's nice aggressive play out of Brianna Myers getting the steal. Turnover against the Nuggets will be their 4th. And then a double dribble.
Turnover right back. Yeah, they turned it on the outlet pass. Destiny Salinas came in there and snuck and got it and looked like the double dribble quick.
Yeah, so they'll give it right back. 5th turnover against the Nuggets. That was the 6th against Thief River Falls.
And the Nuggets show a tiny little bit of token pressure full court.
Yeah, Salinas putting that on. She got bodied up there as Rantanen collides with Salinas. That's going to be her first personal and the team's first. So the Prowlers will have it after a timeout here.
Another tall post off the bench there, number 10, Johnson, for Thief River Falls.
Yeah, they've got some height, that is for sure. We'll see it when we come back as a timeout taken, 9:45 to play first half. Hawley with a 6-2 lead on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back with more from Hawley right after this.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Prowlers have it out of the timeout. As mentioned, up top, they've got it to Rantanen. She'll go into the corner for Brianna Myers, who will dribble back up, give it to her teammate Merkins. Kendra Merkins over into the corner. SB mishandles it, goes out of bounds. Turnover against the Prowlers, their 7th. Helter-skelter at moments, but it's a lot of it's caused by the defense, just the aggressive defense that we've been seeing here out of both teams so far, Jed.
Looks like a little shift here to a 2-2-1 full court for the Prowlers. The Nuggets have struggled a little bit with that, but if you get the ball in the hands of Anna Steer here, good things happen, and just like that.
I don't know. Look at that. All the way to the rack, and she's got a chance at the old-fashioned three-pointer as a foul going against Sarah Johnson. That's going to be her first personal and the team's 4th.
You know, I say this every single time we're doing this, Kurt, but I really like watching her play. I just like the 5 tools. She can do it all. She can ball in her hand, she can shoot it, she creates for others, she can rebound, she's got vision, she can defend. Just really like her game.
Free throw is no good, but it goes out of bounds off of Myers of Thief River Falls, so Hawley will have it down on the baseline. Myers is kind of looking at the official like, what did you say?
Thief River's got to find a way to get their hands on it. They had about 2-3 of those early where the ball's just going out of bounds. Secure that thing.
Inbounds pass goes to Brookshire, back over to Steer, and she took a quick step there, a little stutter step. Turnover as a travel called right in front of the official. Turnover 6 against Hawley. Started out 2-0, and since then the Nuggets 8 unanswered over the last few minutes now with 9:13 to play first half.
And a little token pressure by the Nuggets again. I think if you're Thief River Falls, you just got to get the ball in the hands of Waldall and see if something good happens, right? Get you
absolutely.
Break the streak here, break the slump.
Coming to the high post, she'll actually extend beyond the three-point line now, and she'll cut through. Just trying to create some opportunities is what they're doing, because Hawley, you can see, just sucking right in there. 2, 3, sometimes even 4 players in that area.
Yeah, I think the obvious key here is that if for Thief River Falls, the other players are going to have opportunities to make shots, right? Every single time that Waldall touches the ball, one of her teammates is going to get an open shot, and we'll see if they can knock him down.
Well, Nuggets break the pressure this time. Important factors to keep it out of that corner, especially near half court. That's another defender for the defense. Three-pointer by Anna Steer, knocks it down, her second 3 of the night. She's got 10 of the Nuggets' 11, the other one from her sister Izzy. 11-2, 8.5 to play in the first half. Nuggets on an 11-0 run in the last 4.5 minutes. Inside pass, Waldall, turnaround shot was deflected, and coming up with that is going to be Alex Gutterjohn, and she'll bring it up the floor. Pass into the corner. Now they'll get it on the pressure. Anna Steer brings it all the way down the baseline. Walker, 18-footer, is off no good, and the rebound for Waldall. Plus she is fouled. Foul's going against Anna Steer. That's going to be her first personal, team second. So aggressive play there, and rebounding was Coach Praska talked about. She said you need to make sure you box out because of the aggressive play out of the Nuggets that we're going to see.
Yeah, I think Thief River wants that whistle in the last possession down. I think you just got to keep going inside to her. She'll get that eventually. Get to the foul line. Just get off. They've been on 2 points here for a long time, Kurt. I think you just need to see one go in and loosen up a little bit.
And they've had some chances, too, in that short JV game that we saw in that one half. It was a lot of missed bunnies, and we're seeing that, too, out of Thief River Falls, the varsity. And kind of one of those things, is it just lagging with how things ended up in terms of their travel? Did that screw up things mentally to start the game, but you also just have to break through that too.
Yep, you do. And usually that happens when you get the ball in your best player's hands. And they just ran a really nice set there, just a little cross screen, and screener stepped out on the reversal diagonal, but the timing's just off and the pass was off and they missed it. So just got to take advantage of some of those opportunities. They're back in the 2-2-1.
Brookshire, Cook, Steer, and Johnson out there for the Nuggets. Pass inside Brookshire on the block. Spin around, shot, no good. I think she traveled. She did. Picked up that pivot foot there as she was spinning. Needed a little extra room and didn't have a dribble to go with it. So turnover number 7 going against the Nuggets. The only bucket for Thief River Falls coming from Brianna Myers. And that was very early on in this game, in the first minute, in fact, when they led 2-0. And since then, it's been all Nuggets on the offensive side. Top of the key, Espy with it. Pass over to Peterson. Josie Peterson back into the game now. Tries to back her way in against the defensive Johnson, not letting her. Espy swinging right side.
The Nuggets are paying close attention to Rantanen for sure. Almost guarding her full length of the court, letting other people be open.
Shot there by Peterson. It was a good effort, good aggressive play there by Peterson over the mark. And then it was grabbed by Izzy Steer, and then she ended up jump stop and slipped a little bit, though. So another turnover against the Nuggets. That's their 8th.
Here's a great opportunity for Thief River Falls to get on the board with a baseline out right here on your own end. Let's see what they got.
We'll set up that wall near the elbow. They get it to Rantanen, and 3-pointers on the way, off the rim, no good. The rebound is going to be grabbed by Yuska. Allie Yuska with a good hustle play. Now the ball's going to be stolen away by Izzy Steer. She's off to the races. Down the floor she goes, right side. 3-pointer off the backboard, no good. Rebound goes for Yuska for Thief River Falls. She'll bring it down that right sideline. Yuska will push it. Now it's going to be stolen away again by Steer, her 3rd steal tonight. Izzy takes it up the floor. Right side, they'll get it to Rusted. To the elbow. She got it knocked away. Yuska with the steal. Thief River Falls will slow it up here. Get it over to Kendall Rantanen. Over to Peterson. They got a wide open player there, Espy, but they would have to go cross court to get that to her. So smart decision not to try and baseball pass that one.
Yeah, it's a tough one.
Peterson with the drive all the way through. The layup good and one. Nice take by the sophomore Josie Peterson to break a long streak of about 11 minutes without scoring.
Yeah, we'll see if that sparks something here now for the Prowlers, right? Just stuck on 2 for a really long time. See if they can get going offensively. Nice drive there by Peterson.
And Josie Peterson will try to connect on the 3-point play here. And she does. Knocks it down. She's got 3 of the team's 5. 11-5, Hawley with the lead. That broken 11-0 run, and another steal by Yuska. Gosh, she's done a nice job off the bench. Inside they find Peterson again with a layup. That's good. She's got 5.
Back-to-back buckets, and the defense is 2-2-1. I know you want to dribble through it, and that's okay. You got to be aware of what's behind you in this situation.
Boy, Peterson off the bench, sparking the Thief River Falls Prowlers and forcing a Hawley timeout with 6 minutes to play first half. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Hawley hanging on to the lead, but only by 4. 11-7. We're back with more from Hawley on yourliveevent.com right after this.
Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget Sporting Event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Well, Prowlers with a little bit of a spark here, a little over midway through this first half of play. And sparked by the sophomore Josie Peterson off the bench for Thief River Falls, scoring 5 points, including a 3-point play. But got them rolling here, got them a little bit of energy and forced a Nuggets timeout. Izzy steered to the corner for Cook. 2-3 zone defense it is. Allie Yuska has played very well defensively too for Thief River Falls with 2 rebounds, 2 steals off the bench. She's the one putting on the pressure right now that you see on the screen against Rusted. She is getting after it.
Thief River Falls in the 2-2-1. Now they're back to 2-3, but a really aggressive one. I mean, they're not standing around with their hands up. If you watch Yuska, she's going to the ball wherever it is. So kind of a little hybrid here.
I was going to say it's like a 1-3 defense with a chaser all over the place. Now it's a steal. Nice take there by Espy with a steal. Turnover 11 against the Nuggets. And the Prowlers trying to use this energy burst here with 5 minutes to play in the first half. Myers with it on the left wing. Picks it up inside to Rantanen. Pressured by Rusted, very close. She'll back out now. Reset things offensively. Up top, she'll get it to Espy.
If you're the Nuggets, I don't think that the Prowlers have showed you that they can score on you in the half court. So as long as you can take some of that transition away, don't give them anything with forced turnovers, I think Coach Gomberg will probably feel pretty good about that.
Peterson with a take there again. Couldn't get that one to go as Cook gets the rebound. Steer, long three, no good. And Espy is going to pull in that rebound, her third.
Little hesitation there by Izzy. Just let it fly. She hesitated a little bit and ends up with the air ball.
Yeah, just got to step up there with that confidence like you know they can. Myers with it into the corner. She'll get it to Josie Peterson. Top of the key to Yuska. Cutter going through there. Espy was not open. Closely guarded there by Rusted as Rantanen tries to get away. Bounce pass. Nice look inside. Finds Peterson for two more.
Really nice pass. Peterson's been a real spark for them off the bench. And I think if you're Hawley here, if you can just get the ball into the middle of that thing, I think there's some scoring opportunities. They need somebody from that second line to flash, get the ball, and create a shot for somebody.
Three-pointer by Izzy Steer, no good. Weak side rebound. Johnson able to get it, but then steps out of bounds. So it'll go back to Thief River Falls. But like you say, a spark by Josie Peterson. 7 of the team's 9 she's got. Anna Steer's got 10 of the team's 11 on the Hawley side. Izzy's got the other 1. Brianna Myers with a bucket tonight for the Prowlers.
You know, Izzy Steer had 30-some points the last time I was up here, I'm not saying that they don't want her to take shots, but that is probably not the shot you want. Just one up the sideline, a 3, nobody in rebounding position. I think the Nuggets can get a better one than that.
Prowlers on a 7-0 run now in the last 4 minutes in this first half here. 3:40 to play on the drive. Peterson, she's been the one giving that spark, and she gets 2 more. My goodness, she's just taking control. Josie Peterson, 9 points, a rebound. Off the bench tonight for Thief River Falls and gets this game tied. Here's a steal by Waldall. Up the floor, she'll go for the Prowlers. Ball's knocked away. Peterson had it, went out of bounds right by the Nuggets bench. So a turnover, number 10 against Thief River Falls.
Peterson, impressive sophomore for the Prowlers off the bench.
So we are tied at 11. First tie of the ball game.
Izzy Steer, just stay right there, flashing that hole. There it is, right there, Coach. Ooh.
Gutter John, who's back into the game. Johnson had a nice lane there, but it's closed out, and Kramer coming up with a steal. Turnover against the Nuggets. That's their 14th of this first half. Still 3 minutes to play.
Yep, got to take advantage of 2-on-1 situations when you do break it.
Absolutely. They had a great lane there down that baseline. Just couldn't attack quick enough. Thief River Falls showing that quickness down the floor. So they'll get it right side. Kramer on the wing. Gutter John just daring her to shoot that. Here's SB three-pointer off, no good. And the rebound for Izzy Johnson. That's going to be her 5th. She'll get it to Anna Steer to just weave right through the traffic, bounces it inside. Izzy Steer with a layup, good.
What a pass, and that's been the recipe for the Nuggets. Get the ball in her hands, let her get going up the court and find her teammates. Oftentimes her sister.
That stops a 9-0 run put together by Thief River Falls. And a 13-11 lead for the Nuggets ball. Stolen away by Anna Steer. That's her 3rd. She'll push it up the floor. Bounce pass right side. Izzy Steer. Layup is good. I think she got away with a travel, as you can see. The Thief River Falls coaches getting up there and saying, come on.
Just one extra, right? Maybe a quick one, maybe a half. But
yeah, she was going fast enough where it didn't matter.
Possible. I think both teams you see just thriving off turnovers. Right? If when Thief River turns it over, then they can't set up their 2-2-1 press, and all of a sudden now the Steer girls can get out and run and make plays. So very important for both teams to limit their turnovers here as we wind down in the first half.
Peterson with it on the top of the key inside. Turnaround jumper is good. Nice bounce pass. They find Waldall. That's her first bucket. That's who they've been working it to, and they finally got it to her. And who did it? Josie Peterson, who's been the spark offensively here tonight for the Prowlers.
Have a day, Josie Peterson.
My goodness, yeah, have a night. Welcome to Hawley, Josie Peterson.
She's gassed.
1:34 to play. First half, 15-13. Nuggets have a 2-point lead on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. As they're coming out of the timeout here. It's another quick timeout, so we'll just keep her right here. But boy, what a game. Anna Steer leads all scorers with 10, including 2 3-pointers. Josie Peterson on the Thief River Falls side with 9 points off the bench. bench play has been crucial here tonight.
It really has. It really has. And I think Hawley's looking for a spark, somebody other than one of the girls wearing purple shoes out there to kind of step up, make a play, right? I think if Hawley can just get the ball in the middle, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but if you get the ball in the middle, you're playing 3-on-2. That's a situation that you practice every single day, advantage situations, and then you just got to make the most of them. I think last time on the baseline drive, trying to get cute with an extra pass, I think you want to be aggressive and let your teammate just get on the backside rebound. So we'll see. A little change of defense again by the Prowlers here, 1-3-1.
They're really mixing it up.
Yeah,
They're playing some mind games here on the defensive side too, just with that aggressive play. Saying, come on over to half court. Now they're trying that half court trap. Nuggets get away from that into the corner. Back up top. Izzy Steer fakes a shot right side to Anna. Anna takes it free throw line back out. Izzy, long three-pointers up. That's good. Izzy Steer knocks it down. She's got 6.
And that was a much better in-rhythm stroke right there by Izzy Steer, and the Nuggets will need that for sure.
18-13, 1 minute to play first half. Nuggets lead by 5. Yeah, you can definitely feel the energy level here increasing as a nice take by Waldall. Right inside.
Great left hand.
Found the lane there. She was waiting for, I think she was so used to everybody, like 4 players around her. All of a sudden there was nobody. Everybody was looking the other way. They thought she was going to dish it off.
That was beautiful ball movement by the Nuggets. You know, with Thief River going to a 1-3-1 now, I think they're just trying to show them one more thing that they have to worry about. But really, all zone offense is the same. You know, beat it, get the ball in the middle, make diagonal passes, fake one to make one, and just kind of keep it simple.
On the drive, pass inside, stolen away. Nice snag there by Emma Brookshire. Turnover 13 against the Prowlers. And Nuggets will have an opportunity for a last shot here with 19 seconds to play. Gutterjohn with it. Alex will drive, back out. She'll get it to Walker. Inside pass, that's stolen away. Espy with a steal. Turnover 15 against the Nuggets. 5 seconds remain. Drive, kick out, three-pointer by Rantanen from the corner. Good to tie this one at halftime at 18.
That was a big shot, Kirk. That was a big shot for Thief River Falls there.
I think Rantanen's been waiting for that here tonight, too. She has just had the defense stuck on her like glue, and all of a sudden she takes advantage of that opportunity and ties this game at 18 between Hawley and Thief River Falls. Boy, it's been an entertaining one. Should have a great second half as well. As you can see, these two teams energized now, as we'll continue with our halftime report when we come back on yourliveevent.com. Go down.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. Do you own farmland? Have you been watching the historic price run up the last 2 years, wondering if it's time to sell some of yours? People sell land for many reasons. Settling a family estate, reducing debt, or simply creating a cash nest egg for a comfortable retirement. Whatever your reason might be, the market has never been stronger. Let me help you explore your marketing options. Call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Hawley and Hendrum.
Halftime in girls basketball tonight. It is Hawley and Thief River Falls tied up at 18. In a game we've seen 2 ties, one at 11 and one at halftime here of 18 points. One lead change. That went to the Nuggets 4-2 at that point when they went on an 11-0 run, trailed 2-0 at one point, then they're up 11-2, their largest lead of 9 points here this evening. And the largest lead for Thief River Falls was the 2-0 lead that they had for what seemed like forever. It was a long time anyway. Nuggets are led by Anna Steer with 10 points. And we have 6 points from Izzy Steer. And I must have missed a bucket. Who else had 2?
I think Izzy Steer's got 8.
Izzy got 8?
Yep.
Okay, I missed one on Izzy's then. There we go. So Izzy Steer with 8 and Anna with 10 for the scoring. As a team, they're 1 of 5 from the free throw line. Izzy 1 for 2 and Anna 0 for 3 from the free throw line. Nuggets 25 rebounds compared to the 13 of Thief River Falls in this first half. Izzy Steer leads the way with 8 rebounds. Marissa Ollie's off the bench with 5 rebounds. 5 for Izzy Johnson off the bench as well. So some good bench play there. Sophie Cook, 3 rebounds, 2 for Emma Brookshire, 1 apiece for McKenna Walker and Alex Gutterjohn. For the steal situation, 3 apiece for the Steer sisters, Izzy and Anna, and Emma Brookshire with 1 steal of the team's 7. Nuggets turned the ball over 15 times in this first half of play. For Thief River Falls, they got a spark off the bench as Josie Peterson, the sophomore, came in and provided 9 of the team's 18. Had a couple of nice assists in there too, as Ava Waldall able to connect on one of those. She had 4 points. Kendall Rantanen with a 3-pointer that was right before the buzzer here at halftime. And Brianna Myers got the first bucket to get things going. She's got 2 points this evening. Of the 13 rebounds, Marin Espy with 4, 3 for Ava Waldall, 2 for Ali Yuska off the bench, Brianna Myers with 2, 1 for Josie Peterson and 1 for Sophia Kramer. Of their 8 steals, Ali Yuska's got 2, same with Marin Espy, and then 1 apiece for Sophia Kramer, Kendall Rantanen, Ava Waldall, and Brianna Myers on the Prowlers side. Let's see, foul situation, nobody in foul trouble, only 4 against the Prowlers, and it was from 4 different players. Kendra Merkins, Sarah Johnson, Ava Waldall, and Josie Peterson all with 1. On the Nuggets side, they had 2 team fouls. Let's see here. Izzy Steer with 1, and Ingrid Rusted with the other, or excuse me, Destiny Salinas with the other for Hawley here tonight. 13 turnovers against Thief River Falls in the first half. And as mentioned, 1 lead change and 2 ties that we saw in the first 18 minutes of play. Tied at 18 on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard as the halftime show is going on. What grades are these?
That's my squad down there, Kurt. That's the Hawley Nuggets 5th grade girls.
5th grade girls. Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're doing some coaching, but they said, nah, you're good, Jed. You go be on the yourliveevent.com instead.
Yeah, right. These referees, too, I'm not sure. They're going to get an earful here.
If you start yelling during this broadcast, we're going to a commercial break.
Absolutely.
It's been a fun one here tonight. Should expect a great second half here between these 2 teams. We'll talk more about that. We'll come back to Hawley here after a commercial break on your halftime report with the Nuggets and the Prowlers girls basketball tied up at 18.
Hawley Public Schools teaches over 1,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12. They do this in facilities that are either new or recently remodeled. These facilities are not only for Hawley students, but for adults too. Hawley Public Schools offers community education classes in subjects like yoga and painting, plus adult basic education for those who want their GED or who study English as a second language. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
You couldn't pick a better community to be a part of. I've actually been to another college, and this one was a far better experience because of the support of the faculty and the staff here. It's just outstanding. My name is Andrew, and I'm here for my future.
It feels like you're at a bigger university. Right now I won't have any debt, and I might even gain a little extra money through scholarships. There's so many job opportunities. My name is Emily, and I'm here for my future.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
Don't let concerns about shifts in the market disrupt your long-term financial goals. Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. Let's work together on an investment strategy for long-term results. While you can't control market volatility, you can control your financial future. Start by giving me a call at 701-893-5648. I'm Tony Dalen, an Edward Jones financial advisor. 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Respectful, responsible, safe, and kind. Those are the values taught by Hawley Public Schools. Hawley's PBIS team, Positive Behavior, Interventions, and Supports, aims to encourage a positive and respectful learning environment and uphold the social and emotional well-being of all students and staff. Learn more about Hawley Public Schools at hawley.k12.mn.us. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Halftime wrapping up here in Hawley. The Nuggets and Thief River Falls girls tied up at 18 in a Section 8 AA matchup. Thanks for being with us for our coverage here tonight. Kurt Fillion along with Jed Carlson bringing you the coverage on yourliveevent.com. We got an update halftime. Boys 44-29. Thief River Falls leading Hawley, and boys up in Thief River Falls tonight. So 55-31 is the current score now. So they're well into that second half of play. Thief River Falls in command, and Thief River Falls undefeated coming into tonight on the boys' side. Both of these two teams that we are covering here in girls are both 6-2 on a 3-game win streak. So somebody's going to end their win streak here tonight. And we start out fresh in the second half because we got a tie ball game.
Set play, little cross screen into a ball screen and roll for Waldo. Out there.
Same starting five for both teams, it looks like, coming out into the second half. Although Gutter John is actually getting a start here for the Nuggets. On the
Vetter. Number 40?
Oh, 40.
Yeah.
Oh, the Vetter?
That's a Vetter.
Oh, I had her as Gutter John on my. That's what. He must have had him mixed up, Coach Gottenberg.
that's Katie Vetter.
Okay.
8th grader, I want to say. 9th grader?
All right. So I was saying that.
8th grader.
All right, yeah.
Her mom is the legendary Carrie Vetter.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I used to interview Carrie quite a bit for Coach's Corner program. Yeah. Her and Bill and Coach Nats.
I hope she doesn't ever find out I said that. I
tell
you what.
We've had
Tell you what, Kurt, this second half here, if you're the Nuggets, right, you have two girls on the scoring column. They're going to need somebody to step up. It's been Sophie Cook several times. Emma Brookshire is more than capable. But they're going to need some scoring from somebody else to kind of, break away. And I think if you're Thief River Falls, I think you want to keep trying to get some easy ones. And I think the coaching staff had to at least be tempted, right, to put Josie Peterson in there in the second half. She was phenomenal for him off the bench.
For sure, yeah, and that's something that and maybe it's something where she's more comfortable coming off the bench, too. Sometimes that's the case where you don't want that spotlight right away, even if you've been playing well. Here's a drive by Anna Steer, can't connect. It's been that side of the floor that has been tough to finish on. As Waldall will pick up the rebound. That's going to be her fourth, and the Prowlers will bring it across. Pressure put on as Rantanen will go up top, swing it around to the left side now. Get it to Sophia Kramer. Kramer on the drive to the free throw line, hands it off. Myers, she's eyes up the three, knocks it down. Brianna Myers hits, and she's got 5.
Big shot. I think that's their first lead since 2-0, right?
That is correct. 2018, second lead change of the ball game. Thief River Falls able to get that.
Some shots are bigger than others, Kurt, and that was a big one.
Vetter on the drive. She's going to be fouled. Reach-in foul going against Brianna Myers. That's going to be her first and the team's first. Yeah, that was a big shot by her. She hit the first shot in the first half, hits the first shot in the second half. Gets them their largest lead in each half.
Timely.
2 in the first, 3 in the second.
Timely buckets.
Inbounds coming up to Rustad. Ball's going to be stolen away. Kramer takes it the distance with a layup. Can't get it to go on the finish. And the ball's going to be knocked out of bounds off the leg of Steer. But a great effort there by Sophia Kramer. Almost able to connect on the 16th turnover against the Nuggets tonight. She just got a little excited there going in for the layup.
Finishes for both teams have been tough tonight, Kurt.
They have.
Just a lot of, honestly, a lot of points left out on the board with some shots that I think both teams probably typically make.
There's the drive by Kramer, kicks it back out. Waldall leans in with a shot. That's good. Nice find there by Kramer to Waldall. She's got 6.
Balance and everything.
So Thief River Falls up to a 5-point lead now, 23-18, and a carry against Anna Steer. That's a turnover 17 against the Nuggets tonight. She was trying to cross over there. I don't know if she just mishandled it or was just trying to kind of protect the ball there. Sometimes that happens when you get those carries where you just want to lean your body in front of the defender and you don't realize that you're going to be holding on like that. Timeout by Coach Bill Gottenberg and the Hawley Nuggets. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Thief River Falls off to a nice start. Had the 3-pointer to finish off the first half. 5 more to go along with it with 15:44 to play in the game. They lead 23-18 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Welcome to Lakes Community Co-op. A new name, familiar faces, continued services, and customer service from your co-op in your community. Lakes Community Co-op. As we move forward, you can depend on us for fuel, propane, animal feed, meat locker plant, milk purchasing and hauling, pet food, hardware, convenience stores, tires, vehicle service, natural gas, and more of our services we provide from Lakes Community Co-op.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
(23-18) out of the timeout. Thief River Falls trying to keep their momentum going. They've got 8 straight points here, dating back to late in the first half. And they connected on a 3-pointer by Rantman. And now a 3 by Brianna Myers and Ava Waldall with a bucket. They're 5 here in the second half as they lead by 5. As a shot by the Prowlers goes out of bounds beyond the backboard. Hawley will have it going against that full court pressure.
Josie Peterson back in for them.
Yeah,
2-2-1.
Peterson's at that half court mark, her along with Espy. Also, Allie Yuska is back in. And a travel here against the Nuggets. So that defense is doing wonders here for Thief River Falls on that pressure. As you mentioned, that 2-2-1. It can be a little tricky to break, especially when you've got an aggressive team like Thief River Falls is. They're showing here tonight. Peterson with it up top. Pressured by Steer left side. Yuska left wide open. She'll eye it up and knock it down. The junior hits. She has had a nice game off the bench.
Yeah, now all of a sudden those open threes, they're starting to shoot a few of them with confidence. That's not where you want to go, Kurt.
And a foul here against, that was a dangerous situation for Rustad. Boy, she almost went across the line. Got almost a foot across the line there. And before she could, she was fouled. So the foul going against Allie Yuska. That's her first and the team's second. 26-18, Thief River Falls with the lead. 8 unanswered here in this second half as Rustad will try the 3-pointer. She knocks it down, gets a bucket on the board. Like you were saying, Jed, they need somebody else to step up, and Rustad did just that.
I think that's a big shot for her and the team. I mean, she's had a few tonight, and they haven't been close, and then all of a sudden she steps up and drains them with confidence. That can be a game changer for a player, especially a young player.
It's an 11-0 run dating back to that first half for the Prowlers. is cut off by that three-pointer. Here's a bounce pass inside for Ranton and goes out of bounds. Turnover against Thief River Falls, going to be their 14th of the night.
Coach Gottenberg's going with some youth there, kind of at the role positions in veteran Rusted.
That pressure put on again, trying to get those traps in the corner. They're trying to force them into a really tough spot. There's the ball swatted away by Josie Peterson out of bounds. It'll stay Nugget basketball. We're going to see Myers come back into the game along with Kramer and Merkins for Thief River Falls. Peterson will stay out there along with Waldall. Anna Steer will inbound. She'll kick it up top to Katie Vetter. Left side, Izzy Steer to Anna Steer. Three-pointers on the way. Knocks it down. Anna Steer hits. She's got her third three-pointer of the night and gets the Nuggets back within 2. On the drive, Peterson, she is fouled. I think she was fouled on the floor. Foul's going against Anna Steer. That's her second personal, team second.
Good aggressive take there by Josie Peterson. Big three in the corner for Anna Steer. She's shooting the ball well. You see those two kind of leading their teams right now.
Absolutely, and four three-pointers here in the second half. 2 for each team, and a 2-point bucket for Ava Waldall. So the tie was definitely broken pretty quick, and see a lot more aggressive scoring right from the start compared to that first half when it was 2-0 for what felt like eternity.
Thief River went back to man full court. They're really mixing up defenses tonight. Why not?
Three-pointer by Steer, no good. Box outs there, and the rebound is secured by Peterson. She'll drive, bounces it out to the left side, back up top to Myers. Top of the key, Kramer. She's not even looking to shoot. Now she'll step forward and say, let's give it a shot. What the heck? That's no good. Offensive rebound. Waldall, put back good. Ava Waldall, her 5th rebound, and connects with 2 more points. She's up to 8 of those. 29-24. TRF is up. Steer and Rusted trying to break that pressure. Prowlers just kind of letting them come to half court. They want to trap. Ball's knocked away, and a steal for Kramer. Kramer up the floor. She'll bring her 3rd steal of the night. Pass it left side for Myers. Top of the key, they'll get it to Kramer. Kramer just holding it there as the defense sags off.
Got to get around on the low side defensively there.
Waldall banging away inside. She'll kick it back out. Shot jumper by Merkins, no good. And Anna Steer will get the rebound, her 2nd. Steer will try and push it up and not let that defense set up for the Prowlers. Jump stop in the lane. 12-footers up off the glass. Good. Anna Steer, 15 points to lead all scorers tonight.
Really aggressive offensively here for Anna Steer. She's kind of doing it all for the Nuggets right now.
Myers' three-pointer is off, no good. Ball's going to be tipped, kept alive by Josie Peterson. Back out into the corner, they'll get it. Pressure Kramer, out to Myers, fakes the 3, drives, free throw line, cut off by Steer. Back out they'll go. Sagging off, Izzy Steer says, go ahead, shoot it. Kramer bounce pass inside, finds Myers. Shot no good, gets her own rebound, and keeps it alive.
The rebound advantage that the Nuggets had in the first half seems like it's disappearing a little bit. The Prowlers are getting a few extra opportunities, and they're making the most of it.
Shifting back to the other side, yeah, it is. Inside they'll go. Waldall back out to Peterson. Tries to drive. Nice
Great
find
pass.
Inside is Kendra Merkins with her first 2 on a beautiful dish pass inside by Josie Peterson.
And I think the varied zone defenses and zone and man looks have really kind of, rattled the Nuggets a little bit. And it's not that Hawley, I've talked about this a few times. It's not that Hawley doesn't have kids that can dribble. They do, but having a true point guard really kind of matters, right? And in the graduation of the Crabtree girls, they're kind of still trying to find that. And Anna Steer does a great job, but I think it's a little bit different when you try to run a team.
Absolutely.
And that's what you need to do when you're playing a team with multiple defensive looks.
Inside three-pointer good for Izzy Steer. She knocks that down. She's into double figures with 11 now on her 2nd three-pointer of the night. Nuggets just hanging on, down 31-29, 11:20 to play in the game. Top of the key, Rantanen with it. She'll go over to Myers. Everybody's spread out. Waldall trying to work inside against Izzy Steer. Ball knocked away. Anna Steer with the steal. That's going to be her 4th. Here come the Nuggets. Bounce pass inside. Izzy Steer with a layup. No good, but she's fouled hard. She'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Great look there by Anna Steer. Great drop bounce pass.
It's a great dish off. And, yeah, you got to be ready. When she is on the drive, she would rather dish that off if she knows a teammate is in there.
Yeah, she would, for sure.
Foul's going against Marin Espy. That's her 1st and the team's 3rd. So Izzy Steer 1 of 2 from the line tonight with 11 points. 8 rebounds and 3 steals. Misses the first of 2. Destiny Salinas will come in. Rusted will take a seat. McKenna Walker's out there as well now, along with Katie Vetter and the Steer sisters for Hawley. Second free throw no good, and the rebound was fought for between a couple of teammates, and it's actually poked out to Rantanen. She'll get her first rebound of the night. Right side, they'll get it to Sophia Kramer. Kramer looking inside as Walker sags off, fronting on Waldall. Waldall lost her balance there. She was trying to back in. Steer kind of stepped off there and forced her into an off-balance situation. Turnover 16.
Great defense there by Izzy Steer, undersized, right, with Brookshire out. Plays her on the low side and just kind of forced her to go the other way. She doesn't want to do it and forced the turnover.
Running jumper by Anna Steer knocks it down in the lane.
Whatever Anna Steer's doing, Kurt, that's what I'd keep doing that. Run that play. Just get into the teeth of the defense and score it, right?
Ties it at 31, the third tie of the game. 10:37 to play in the game. Tied at 31 in your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. We will take a break. We'll come back with more from Hawley on yourliveevent.com right after this.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. Manage what you can to overcome what you cannot. Farming is all about preparing your operation to be successful when given an opportunity. Invest a few minutes and bring in your seed meters to be reconditioned and calibrated. We have some room, so give us a call and we can help you overcome those simple obstacles. RDK Enterprises, 636-2119, 636-2119, or planterdoc.com.
From shoulder to hand, hips to toes, and everything in between, the Riverview Health Orthopedic Team has you covered. With advanced training and joint replacements, upper and lower extremity, spine, foot, and ankle care, you know you'll be in good hands with Dr. Spinell, Schall, Sekundiak, Stanky, Kim, and Abasi. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care. Riverview Health.
Back out of the timeout, tied at 31 in this one, girls basketball tonight. From Hawley, the Nuggets and the Prowlers, an important section matchup. They're right in the mix. They're the 4 and 5 right now. Nuggets in the 4 spot. Thief River Falls right behind them. Shot by Myers, no good. Offensive rebound. Waldall can't get that to go. The loose ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay Thief River Falls basketball. Waldall got her 6th rebound there on that miss. That was a loose ball that goes out. Myers will inbound for Thief River Falls.
You can see how Waldall would be a problem inside when she gets going. I know she's had some she wanted back. She probably had some that she'd want to whistle on tonight, but you know she's right there with probably close to a double-double here by the end of the night. So really nice player inside for the Prowlers.
You can see her calling for it too. She's vocal. She wants the ball. She lets them know when she's ready, when she's posted up. Inside Rantanen, nice drive, and gets 2 more. She's got 5. Kendall Rantanen.
2-2-1 for the Prowlers.
Makes it 33-31. Prowlers back on top. Pass up top, Izzy Steer. 3-pointer's up, and it's good. Wow. Izzy Steer's up to 14, her 3rd 3-pointer of the night.
That was a tough one, Kurt. That was a tough shot. Good for the Nuggets to get that one going here. Take the lead.
34-33, 3rd lead change of the game that we've seen here tonight. Waldall on the penetration, layups up, and that one bounces off, no good. Izzy Steer with the rebound, her 9th. Close to the double-double. Steer, pass right side to Anna Steer. Little stutter step there on the bounce. She'll get it to Walker with a shot, no good. Rebound, hustled after and poked out to Salinas to keep it alive. Inside, they'll go on the baseline. Anna Steer will pull back. Myers on her defensively in that 2-3 matchup zone they got up top. Steer, she traveled. Turnover against the Nuggets will be their 20th.
Too many unforced errors for the Nuggets tonight. 20th, you said, Kurt?
20, yep.
20. That's just too many with 8 minutes left to go in the game. I don't think Coach Gomberg will be happy with that.
No, that's one thing you talked about off the air is they're an aggressive team. I asked him about patience. He kind of gave me a smirk. He's like, no, we're not very patient. And that you get turnovers like that, but here tonight, even when they're not aggressive, like you say, there's a lot of costly mistakes that could haunt you, especially in a close game like this.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of these games will come down to one possession. If you give 20 of them away, right, that kind of hurts at the end of them if you don't come out on top.
Prowler's going to turn it over. That's going to be their 17th. So it's pretty even on the turnover numbers as it shows on the scoreboard here tonight, too. 8:39 to play in the game. 34-33 Hawley with a 1-point lead.
They're bringing 2 on Anna Steer, but she's still able to get the ball and get going.
Just takes
a
it
full head of
right
steam.
down. Yep. Here's a 3-point attempt by Izzy Steer off the mark, no good. Brianna Myers there for the rebound, her 4th. She'll push it up the floor. Rantanen turns around, finds an open shot, 3-pointer, good. Kendall Rantanen, her second 3. She's got 8 points here tonight to go along with her 4 rebounds and a couple steals. Steer just takes it against that pressure, and she's going to be fouled on her way down the floor. Marin Espy trying to keep her with step-by-step, not working her second personal, team's 4th. Still a little ways to go before bonus situation. Anna Steer on the drive. Shot no good. She's fouled. She'll head to the free throw line.
The fake handoff blob is one of my favorites, Kurt. It just seems to be effective, especially the first time you run it. Good look at the basket there. Nice baseline out of bounds there for Coach Gottenberg.
Kendall Rantanen going to pick up her first personal, and the team's 5th. So Anna Steer at the free throw line shooting a couple. First one's up, no good. Kendall's dad, Jake Rantanen, one of the assistant coaches for Thief River Falls. He coached me for a summer once. He was a student teacher under my dad, actually, at Red Lake Falls. And then he actually coached us in some summer basketball, and I loved it. He was a great coach.
What a lucky guy, huh, Kurt?
Yeah, I am. It was good to see him tonight and get a chance to visit with him. I know Paula Praska's husband, John, very well, longtime KTRF announcer up there in Thief River Falls. So a lot of good connections. Fun to see these guys.
That is fun. Kurt, I walked in the gym tonight, and one of the referee's daughters played for me. So she's sitting down here.
Look at that.
She goes to the University of Arizona, and I hadn't seen her in a long time, and she's back on break, and I got to sit and have a chat with her. So
good stuff. That's what it's all about.
It sure is.
That's what it's all about.
In proof they don't all hate you, you know. When
yeah. At least not right in front of you, right?
Right,
no, I'm just kidding. Johnson jumper is no good. Offensive rebound. Brookshire can't get that to go as the pressure put on, and Johnson hunts that down to keep it alive for the Nuggets. Nice hustle by Izzy Johnson. Inside, Brookshire fakes a shot, leans in with a layup. Good. Nice take by Emma Brookshire.
Beautiful move. I mean, I think the referees are at both ends are just letting them play inside around the basket, and good for Brookshire to adjust and get the up and under and get a bucket.
Peterson off balance, keeps it alive, though. Here's a 3-point attempt by Rantanen. Shot no good. Good hustle play by Peterson, but it's going to be taken by Anna Steer. And Steer will push it up the floor for the Nuggets. Cut off by Espy. Will have to bring it back and reset the offense. Inside they find Brookshire. She's bodied up by Myers. Myers going to pick up her second, team 6th. 7:05 to play in the game. Nuggets with a 1-point lead.
This game just has that feeling, Kurt, of like who's going to hit the big shot, the last big shot, right? So it's both teams have done it. There's been swings in this game, and this is a tremendous one, kind of a coin flip game here. They're going to the well again, Kurt.
Oh. Same play. This time it's sniffed out by Thief River Falls as Ali Yuska off the bench with 3 steals. And now a steal by Katie Vetter. Vetter gets it up the floor to Anna Steer with a shot. Good and one. Anna Steer and a nice find there by Katie Vetter. She's up to 20 points and a chance for one more. Converting off the 20th turnover by Thief River Falls.
Real impressive finish through contact there for Anna Steer. Both teams with 20-plus turnovers.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a product of, really good defense or, just not handling it well enough, or maybe a little bit of both. But
yeah, I think it's a mix here tonight. We've been seeing 21 points now for Anna Steer as Thief River Falls trails by 4. They've got possession right now. Rantanen looking inside, nothing. Back out they'll go. And get it to Yuska. Hands it off to Merkins. Back up top. Espy 3-pointer off the rim. No good. Long rebound is taken by Vetter. That's going to be her second rebound, and Anna Steer will get it. Left side over for Vetter. 3-pointer's on the way. It's off the rim. No good. Offensive rebound, and the putback good for Izzy Johnson.
That's a big bucket by Izzy Johnson on the weak side, and also credit to Vetter for having the confidence to take that shot. It was a good shot in rhythm. You got someone crashed on the weak side. It's a great time to take one.
42-36, Nuggets lead. 6 minutes to play in this game. Shot is no good. Rebound goes for Emma Brookshire. Up to Anna Steer. She's going to push it. Push it against that offense. And That's one of those situations if you can get there quick enough. Here's Johnson with a jumper long, 2-pointers up, and it's good. She's got 4. I was going to say if you can get there quick enough, you get position. Steer comes with a head of steam.
Big buckets there by Izzy Johnson.
You get some position there, and you could easily take that charge if you can time it out right, but it's so tough because she's so fast in order to get there in time.
Always 2 girls on her too, right? I mean, that it's just her teammates just are open. They find themselves open, and a lot of it is a product of how much attention she gets. And you know, when things are going good, that's awesome, and when they're not, that's got to be frustrating. Just to always have 2 and 3 sets of eyes on you all the time.
Exactly.
But she does a really nice job with that. So.
Yeah, and there's that, and that's the thing too. Every I've only covered a couple games, but both of them said the exact same thing. Wadena Deer Creek and now Paula Praska tonight in her interview talking about we need to stop the Steers, and that's what it comes down to. You need to step in the way. You need to be aggressive. Thief River Falls defense has been aggressive tonight. It's been very aggressive, and it's made a difference. It's forced the Nuggets into a lot of turnovers. Then on the flip side, you need to be able to control the ball on the other side when you're going against that same type of aggressive defense.
Absolutely. And, you know, I think the Steers are going to see that every single game, much like probably Waldall and pretty soon Josie Peterson are going to see that every single game where the other team's trying to stop you. And the level to which you can adjust to that and overcome kind of defines are you an average player, are you a good player, are you a great player, you know. And I think Anna Steers really elevated to that. She's a great high school basketball player.
She understands the game, too. You can tell just her court awareness, her knowledge of where her teammates are, where the defense is, where they need to get to. It's fun to watch.
Little change of defense here by the Nuggets.
There's a 3-point attempt that was, I think it was partially deflected as Anna Steer's going to come up with the rebound as Izzy Johnson was out there defensively, and we got a foul on the reach-in going against Josie Peterson. That's going to be her second personal. That'll be the team's 7th. So Anna Steer will head to the free throw line for a chance at a 1-and-1 bonus situation with 5:28 to play in the game and a 44-36 lead for the Nuggets.
I think this game will be decided at the free throw line as far as Hawley is concerned. Already in the bonus with 5 left and an 8-point lead. They're going to get there a lot of times. Can you step up and make them?
Free throw no good, so it'll be a live ball, and it's Waldall coming up with the rebound, plus she's fouled. Foul is going against Izzy Steer. That's her second. And the team's, that's her first. Had an extra little tally mark there. Sorry, Izzy Steer.
No real foul trouble for either team. That's nice. You want to see the best players on the floor at the end of the game.
Yeah, the most is 2 for any player. There's a few of them that have 2 on the Thief River Falls side. And Anna Steer with 2 on the Hawley side. Otherwise, nobody else.
Josie Peterson to Waldall. Beautiful. She went for the shot, drew the defender, and dumped it off to her teammate. Really impressed with the sophomore for the Prowlers off the bench.
Yep, both of those sophomores. Waldall, a sophomore as well, as a traveling against the Nuggets again. They've had that little burden on their side, it seems like, too many times here tonight, where they just got that extra stutter step or maybe a quick little spin that results in an extra step. So a turnover. Waldall in double figures now with 10 points. Her and Josie Peterson with 10 apiece on the Thief River Falls side. Kendall Rantanen with 8 points. 21 to lead all scorers for Anna Steer. Izzy with 14. Next in line is Izzy Johnson with 4.
You mentioned early in the broadcast, Kurt, that they were young but experienced, and you can see that with these 2 sophomores out there, having really good games, doing good things for them, and they've clearly been playing for the Prowlers.
Absolutely, yeah. You can see that. You can see their confidence out there.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were just here watching and didn't look at the roster, you wouldn't think that these girls are sophomores, the way that they play. Shot by Peterson, no good. Espy keeps it alive on the rebound. Shot by Peterson, no good. That goes out of bounds, and the Nuggets will have it. Good effort, though, by Brianna Myers diving after that one. A junior member on this team. Only 2 seniors, Espy and Rantanen, on the Thief River Falls lineup. Nuggets with a few more with Kylie Manthe, Anna Steer. Marissa Ollie is actually 3 seniors, so not a whole lot. Just the starting 5 is all you'd have out of these 2 teams of seniors. 76-62 with 2 minutes to go.
Yes, sir.
On the boys' side, Thief River Falls leading up there, trying to keep their record clean and undefeated. There's a foul going against Kendall Rantanen here, her second and the team's 8th. To the line to shoot the 1-and-1 is going to be Katie Vetter. Free throws up and good. She'll get the second.
Kurt, you've covered games in Thief River Falls before, I bet.
Oh, yes. I've definitely been there.
I love that gym. It's just got that old school classic feel with the upper deck. Fans are right on top of you.
Yep. And they used to have, I don't know if they still do or not. I don't think they do anymore. It was called the Russ Smith Holiday Classic during the holiday break.
Yes.
That was a fun tournament to go to. We never played in it. We played in the Northland, the NCTC tournament when I was up in Red Lake Falls. We were part of that in the middle of December, but there was always one the week after Christmas. And boy, there was some good games. That was fun to go watch. And I had the opportunity to broadcast some games at that too when I was when Wobbin was up there and a few other teams.
I've scouted a few up there, Kurt, from that upper deck, and that is just a fun place to be.
Nuggets with it as Vetter. She lost her balance there again. Another one of those travels. 23 turnovers against the Nuggets tonight. But yeah, that is a fun gym. That's a fun atmosphere. It feels like that old school, like
sure
that Hoosiers.
I taught in Verndale for a couple years. You ever coached? You ever been in that gym?
Never been in that one. No.
Same thing with the double decker on one side. It's a new gym now, but the old one, carpet on one of the walls. I'm not kidding you.
That's the only way to do it,
classics,
right?
Yeah.
Waldahl making her way through the traffic. Her shot no good. She is fouled on her way up, though. She'll head to the free throw line for her first trip tonight.
I think whoever comes out of this game on top, either coach is going to have some ammunition for practice tomorrow, right? With 20-plus turnovers on both sides. If you can commit 23, 24, 25 turnovers and still win a basketball game, that's much better than losing it and having that be the cause. But as a coach, you can go back and say, listen here, ladies, right? We eliminate 10 of these. How many points did we give them? We kind of address what could have been. So,
and just some of those bunnies, too, that we've seen tonight. Some of these buckets underneath that just either just a little bit too aggressive or maybe not putting it up there strong enough, as Steer will come up with the rebound. That's her 11th. Tonight, Izzy Steer with the double-double, 14 points, 11 rebounds.
11 boards out of your shooting guard. That is tremendous.
Take that, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Anytime. Double team, the Steers up top. Anna and Izzy working.
And I said this last time too, Kurt, but Izzy Steer cuts so well off the ball. It's just natural and instinctive. Seen it a few times tonight. And now with the Nuggets, I think what they're going to do is pull it out, right? Force the Prowlers to come out and guard them. And watch Izzy Steer on a back cut getting to the rim.
Up to the double bonus now. 10 fouls against the Prowlers. First free throw by Anna Steer is up and good. After the game, stay tuned for our post-game report. Name our Enbridge Energy Players of the Game, along with RDK Enterprises Precision Players of the Game. Go through the stats, and we'll try and catch up with Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Nuggets, as well on yourliveevent.com. Second free throw is up, and that's good. 23 points for Anna Steer tonight. 47-38 Nuggets with a 9-point lead. I'd say a comfortable lead, but that's not the case the way this game has
It's
gone
not,
tonight.
but it'll be more comfortable if you step up and make two like that, right? I mean,
for sure.
If you do that, I think it makes it tough for the other team to come back.
Myers with a long bomb three-pointer. That's no good. Rebound goes for Izzy Johnson. She's got 8 rebounds off the bench tonight. 4 points as well offensively.
The Nuggets really excel at this end of game, spread you out. They just make it tough, force you to foul them. So if you step up, make your free throws, you'll be fine. If you don't, well, then Prowlers will have a chance to come back with some big shots.
Aaron Espy is going to pick up her third personal. Double bonus time for Katie Vetter, who was 1 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. She's got 1 point, couple rebounds, and 1 steal. First free throw, no good. Josie Peterson will come back into the game for Brianna Myers, it looks like. Her along with Waldahl out there, Espy, Rantanen, and Kramer for Thief River Falls. Second free throw is up. That's good for Katie Vetter.
Good for Katie Vetter out there as an 8th grader at the end of the games, having to handle the ball and be pressured, and that's only going to make you a better basketball player, a better ball handler, and more experience for the postseason.
Yeah, she goes out there. You can tell she's confident out there, too, which is good to see, defensively and offensively. 48-38, Nuggets
Nice
lead by
move.
10. Peterson with the take. Shot good and 1. Josie Peterson again getting it done on the offensive end. And the foul going against Anna Steer. That's going to be her 4th with the team's 6th. So Peterson will try another 3-point play. She had one back in the first half when she led the team with 9 points at halftime. She's got 13 now total. And the pressure going to be put on by Thief River Falls as needed. Anna Steer reach-in foul going against Kramer. That's her 2nd.
If you're the Nuggets here, if you looked where Izzy Johnson was and where Vetter was back in the corner, you don't want to go stand in the corner and just watch, right? You got to raise up, Give your, Anna Steer's got 2 girls on her. She needs a short pass. Thief River wants you to make the long one. So you got to, it's really easy to get caught in that, like, oh, we're going to spread them out. I'm supposed to go to the corner, but you got to work your way there, because if you go stand in the corner, you're not available for your teammates.
First of 2 free throws, no good. One more coming up for Anna Steer. So 7-point lead for the Nuggets. 2:23 to play in the game. Second free throw is up, and that one's good. So she does connect. And you talked about it, Jed. Free throws are going to be key end of this game, because we're going to see a lot of dead ball situations here to try and get the Prowlers back into it.
You got to get one, right, every time. You can't go 0 for 2. That's just like a turnover.
Foul inside against Emma Brookshire, her second, team 7th. So to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 is going to be Ava Waldall, who is 0 for 2 tonight with 10.7 rebounds and a steal. 49-41, Hawley with an 8-point lead. Just over 2 minutes to play in Section 8 AA girls basketball tonight. Free throw is good. She'll get the bonus.
And the Prowlers don't go away, do they, Kurt?
They don't. No.
They're fighting. They're gritty.
It's what makes it fun. I mean, it makes it exciting to see that, knocking down free throws, and she does.
Looking at their schedule, like one of their 2 losses was to Fergus Falls, who's obviously one of the better teams in the state. So this team will be a tough out in the playoffs for sure, regardless of how this one ends up tonight.
Here's a 3-pointer by Izzy Johnson off. No good. Long rebound goes to Marin Espy, her 6th rebound tonight. She get it to Peterson.
I have a strong suspicion Coach Gottenberg didn't like that shot by Izzy Johnson.
I would think so too.
It's one of those things where if you make it, you go, hey, all right, what are we doing there?
Yeah.
Okay, good shot. But
yeah.
If you don't, it's not what we're trying to do right now.
Not by any means. Yeah, you want to burn as much time off the clock.
She'll learn from it, right? Young kid. And she's probably going to get talked to. So
foul's going against Josie Peterson, her 3rd personal, and the team's 10th. Izzy Steer is heading to the free throw line. She'll have 2 free throws. She is 1 for 4 from the line tonight. 14 points, 11 rebounds, 3 steals for Izzy. She's got 3 3-pointers. First one rolls around the rim. She used the entire rim for that one and hits it. Brianna Myers in. Espy will take a seat on the Prowler side.
The Nuggets never really did get that 3rd scoring option tonight, but everyone kind of chipped in with a bucket or 2 here in the second half, because I think at halftime it was just the Steer girls on the board, so that was big.
Exactly, yeah. They've had a few that have scored, 1, 2, 3, 4 that have gotten on the board now in this second half, so definitely helps to alleviate some of that pressure that's put on the Steer sisters. Up top, they'll go to the right side on the wing. This is Kramer with it to Peterson, cut off by the defense at the elbow. Looking inside, nothing, back out to Kramer. Looking in for Waldall, gets it to her. Defense there, forces her way in, finds Myers with a shot, good. She's got 7.
Great pass there by Ava Waldall.
It's only a 5-point game here, 50-45, 1:10 to play in the game. Peterson pressure against Izzy Steer, tries to poke it away. Steer playing cat and mouse there. Ball almost knocked away, good pressure there by Kramer. Couldn't get her hands on it. Coaches say get up there and start to foul as Steer will back her way in.
Now that's
over to
where
Johnson in the corner. Skip it over to Brookshire over her head. Turnover against the Nuggets.
I think if you're Thief River Falls here, now it's getting close, I think you don't want to foul the Steers, right? So go double them without fouling. As soon as they give it up to somebody else, that's when you want to go and foul. And that's no disrespect to any other players, just kind of the way the game's going.
With it is Rantanen, pressured here by Johnson inside. They find Waldall, kicks it back out. Kramer, 3-pointer by Peterson's on the way, off the mark, no good. And it's Izzy Johnson with the rebound on the weak side, her 9th. She'll get it to Steer, to the other Steer. Izzy with it. Pressure put on by Myers, got it knocked loose. Out of bounds, it'll stay Nugget basketball with 29 seconds to play. 50-45 though, boy, it feels like it's farther out of reach.
It does, but it's not. I mean, you're 2 possessions away. I think if you're Thief River, you got to go now.
Anna Steer against
Now you
Kramer.
can't be picky. Now you just got to get anybody.
Up there, yep.
You just got to get anybody now.
Get up there and dive after that ball. Kick it over to the right side, Johnson. They'll
really
just hold on to it.
I'm really surprised at how long it took the Prowlers to foul there. With 29 seconds left, I'm fouling in the backcourt right now. I try to get 3-4 more possessions left in this game, down 5. Now you only got time for 1 or 2.
Timeout taken, 15 seconds to play on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Hawley with a 50-45 lead on YourLiveEvent.com. We're back right after this.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Prowlers come out of the timeout here. Coach Gottenberg going through some final things with his team. Get them to understand the scenario here. Only up by 5 points, 15 seconds to play. There's a foul went against Thief River Falls right before the timeout. Or was there a timeout before? Oh, it must have been a timeout. I thought there was a foul over in the corner.
I did too.
Not the case. So the Nuggets will
beautiful,
inbound.
Coach.
They'll get it to Brookshire.
You got a foul.
Well, a good idea by Emma Brookshire just to take it out there. She was right under her own basket. She could have went for a bucket, but smart decision as Waldall's going to pick up her second and the team's more than 10. 12 seconds to play.
Just a beautiful baseline out of bounds there by Coach Gottenberg, sending everybody to the ball like they want it and slipping Brookshire right to the basket.
And it looked like a little confusion on the Thief River Falls side as to what side they were on almost, as to where they should be guarding. First free throw, no good. One more coming up for Emma Brookshire. She knocks that one down and makes it a 6-point lead for the Nuggets.
Got to have a quick three here. No twos. You got to take a three.
Peterson's going to take it on the drive. Shot no good. Loose ball is going to be secured by Izzy Steer, and then we've got a jump ball situation. And it's going to Hawley. So the Nuggets will have it with 2 seconds remaining. They're going to hold on and get the victory here tonight. But a hard-fought battle it was with Thief River Falls, and you just never know with how this section is. They might see each other again later on this year when it comes to playoff time. You never know. Final score on your Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Hawley gets the victory, keeps their winning streak alive now at 4 games in a row, improves their record to 7-2, dropping the record to 6-3 for Thief River Falls, 51-45. Stay tuned. Our post-game report is coming up next on YourLiveEvent.com from Hawley as the Nuggets are victorious here tonight.
I'm dreaming of a world where thinkers and doers collide, where technology creates pathways for new opportunities and ideas. I want to ask questions and shape the answers that lead to real and meaningful advancements in this digital era. I'm going to innovate the world someday.
Hawley Public Schools teaches over 1,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12. They do this in facilities that are either new or recently remodeled. These facilities are not only for Hawley students, but for adults too. Hawley Public Schools offers community education classes in subjects like yoga and painting, plus adult basic education for those who want their GED or who study English as a second language. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Winter storms can create broken tree limbs and power outages. They can also create a dangerous landscape. Ice-coated power lines can continue to carry electricity whether they're sagging or on the ground. If you see low-hanging or down power lines, assume they are energized and deadly. Stay far away from them, keep others away from them, and report the location. This message from Wild Rice Electric Cooperative. We care about you and your safety.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on YourLiveEvent.com.
Goes deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on YourLiveEvent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7. Hawley Public Schools thanks you for listening to today's Nugget Sporting Event. But we offer more activities than just athletics. Hawley students can be part of groups like the Student Council, Riverwatch, Science Olympiad, FFA, Art Club, Yearbook, Knowledge Bowl, Speech, Debate, Band, and Choir. There's also a 3-act play, a 1-act play, and musical. Fine arts, academics, and athletics, a winning combination. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Postgame here tonight, victory for the Hawley Nuggets 51-45 in girls basketball action. A very physical, hard-fought game here between these two teams and a fun one to cover once again this evening. Nuggets are led by Anna Steer, 24 points, 5 of 11 from the free throw line, had 3 rebounds and 5 steals to go along with that. Izzy Steer, 15 points, 12 rebounds, 2 of 6 from the line, had a few steals as well. 4 points and 9 rebounds for Izzy Johnson off the bench on the Nuggets side. 3 points for Ingrid Rusted. Same with Emma Brookshire, going 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And Katie Vetter, 2 of 4 from the line for 2 points here this evening. Sophie Cook, 3 rebounds, 5 for Marissa Ollies. For the Nuggets, McKenna Walker with a rebound off the bench. Destiny Salinas also with a rebound. So everybody contributing on some level and stepping into the game here tonight for the Nuggets, whether it was a rebound, whether it was a bucket, whenever they needed, touching the ball and just doing a good job to help close this one out and get the victory for Hawley here tonight. Bench play was crucial for Thief River Falls, for both teams actually, but Thief River Falls especially. Josie Peterson really stepped up and did a nice job off the bench, scoring 9 points of their 18 in the first half. Ended the game leading scorer for the Prowlers with 13 points, including 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Ava Waldall did finish in double figures, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 2 of 4 from the line tonight. 8 points for Kendall Rantanen, including 2 3-pointers. 7 for Brianna Myers. 3 points on a 3-pointer for Allie Yuska. And Kendra Merkins with a bucket here tonight on the Prowlers side. As far as their free throws go as a team, 5 of 8 from the line tonight. Waldall 2 for 4. Josie Peterson 3 for 4. For the Nuggets, they were 10 of 23 from the free throw line. Izzy Steer 2 for 6. Anna Steer 5 of 11. Emma Brookshire 1 for 2. And Katie Vetter 2 for 4. Rebounding situation, I did have the Nuggets out rebounding Thief River Falls tonight, 40-25 unofficially. In double figures, as mentioned, Izzy Steer with 12. 9 for Izzy Johnson. 5 for Marissa Ollies. 4 for Emma Brookshire. 3 for Anna Steer. Salinas with 1, same with McKenna Walker, 2 for Katie Vetter, and 3 for Sophie Cook. Of the 25 rebounds for Thief River Falls, they were led by Ava Waldall with 7, 6 for Marin Espy, 4 for Brianna Myers, 4 for Josie Peterson, 2 for Allie Yuska, and 1 apiece for Sophie Kramer and Sarah Johnson, Kendall Rantanen on the rebounding. 11 steals for each team, 5 for Anna Steer to lead all players here tonight, 3 for Izzy Steer, and 1 apiece for Izzy Johnson, Emma Brookshire, and Katie Vetter. On the Prowler side, Sophie Kramer with 3 steals, 3 for Allie Yuska off the bench as well. Marin Espy, 2 steals, 1 for Kendall Rantanen, 1 for Waldall, and 1 for Brianna Myers. 24 turnovers against the Nuggets, 21 against Thief River Falls here tonight. Final score 51-45 that you see on the scoreboard. 5 lead changes we saw in this game and 3 ties. The ties were at 11 in the first half and 18 at halftime, and then 1 tie at 31 in the second half. And that's all she wrote for this one here. As mentioned, tied at 18 at halftime. Nuggets were able to get up by 10 points in the second half. That was their largest lead of the second half. But, boy, it's Thief River Falls, they didn't give up. They kept on fighting and clawing here all the way to the end.
Yeah, they sure did. And I think, both coaches. There you go. Is it working?
Yep.
Okay, both coaches, like their ammunition, they got ammunition for practice. Because if you're Thief River Falls, you went stuck on 2 points for so long, such an offensive drought that, it's really tough to overcome that. And they tried really hard. They got some nice pieces. Peterson off the bench was tremendous. Waldall, she's a really good player. And I think Brianna Myers hit some big shots for him. I think Rantanen got a lot of attention from the Nugget defense tonight. Then conversely, if you're Hawley and you turn the ball over 20-plus times, 10 of 23 from the free throw line, but find a way to win, right? There's some positives, but there's also some things that you can grow from and kind of get back after it. And I know the Nuggets got a big game on Thursday at Pelican Rapids. So
yeah, that'll definitely be big. And as section opponents, Thief River Falls has, let me see on their schedule, they have quite a few section games too. They got 8 more section games here after tonight. As for the Hawley Nuggets, they've got 13 more section opponents, as you mentioned, coming up on Thursday when they've got at Pelican Rapids. In fact, the Nuggets are going to close out the season on 9 section games starting on January 27th through the rest of the regular season. So it's going to be a fight, that is for sure. This section is going to be very interesting with these two teams right in the mix. Pelican Rapids is the number 3 right now. Fergus Falls number 2, and Perham sitting at the top. Right behind Thief River Falls is East Grand Forks. You got Crookston in there, Barnesville. So Wadena Deer Creek we've seen is no slouch either. Yeah. So it's going to be it's going to be some big time battles here throughout this season.
Almost like the Big Ten, right? Where if you can just get a few on the road, that it's tough to win on the road in Section 8 AA. These are good teams, a lot of depth. I think you get cream at the top, probably with Perham and Fergus, right? And maybe Pelican Rapids, and then you just got a whole bunch of teams that can beat you any given night and probably can get beat any given night. So that's what's really fun. And I thought the Steers tonight were tremendous for Hawley. You almost get numb to that, right, because they do it so often. But Hawley's definitely going to need some other kids to step up and just give them some scoring punch. And I think Brookshire can do that. I thought Izzy Johnson with 9 rebounds tonight. That was key for them. And it can be different people every night for the Nuggets, and it probably will be. It's been Sophie Cook, a lot of times, and tonight she didn't play as many minutes. But so it'll be interesting to see how things play out for both of these squads.
Should be fun regular season for both teams, and wish them both the best here throughout this season. Jed, as always, appreciate the time. It's been fun getting a chance to cover some more basketball with you, and I know I'll be back for at least one more game here this winter. And Coach Nats, I'm sure he'll be in your ear a little bit too to come on back on the broadcast. But another fun one tonight. Thank you very much for joining me.
Appreciate it, Kurt, for having me, and Happy New Year to you. It's always a pleasure, sir.
You too. Thank you very much. Jed Carlson joining me for the broadcast here tonight. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back. We'll name some stars of the game, brought to you by Enbridge Energy. That is on the way next on yourliveevent.com.
New on the lot at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow. Make your deal before year end on this new 39-foot Wilrich chisel plow at Ziegler Ag Equipment. Talk with Chuck O'Neill. New trades and used equipment include Massey Ferguson draper headers, 35-foot and 40-foot draper headers, 2020 Amity model 3700 topper, one owner machine. Local trade has row finders. Call for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Welcome back to our post-game show. Let's go through our Enbridge Energy's players of the game here tonight. And let's name those once we give you our message from Enbridge Energy. Today is happening right now. Now more than ever, the world needs safe, secure, sustainable, and affordable sources of energy. Visit tomorrowison.com. Enbridge. Life takes energy. And games like this take energy. Both teams showing that here tonight. Players stepping up and providing some great energy in this ball game. And boy, I think, in my opinion, the main energy came from the bench. The bench really provided a great spark on both sides to get things going, to keep things going. Overall in this contest here tonight, a couple of Enbridge Energy players of the game we're going to see. First off, for Thief River Falls, Josie Peterson. 9 points in the first half, had half of their points in that first half to really spark them and get things going here tonight on the energy side. Ended with 13 to lead the Prowlers offensively. 3 of 4 from the free throw line, had 4 rebounds as well, but did a nice job of reading the defense, aggressively taking it to the hoop. Had several assists here tonight too on some very nice dish passes inside. Created and provided excellent opportunities for the Prowler offense in this one, and defensively was aggressive too. One of our Enbridge Energy players of the game, Josie Peterson, a sophomore for Thief River Falls. As far as bringing some energy on the Hawley side too, I thought Izzy Johnson did a really nice job off the bench. Only 4 points here tonight. She had 9 rebounds, though. Almost led in that category. Was behind Izzy Steer, who led the team with 12, but provided some great opportunities, some offensive rebounds, some defensive boards that she had here tonight too, plus had a steal defensively. Was just aggressive on in her opportunities when she was on the floor here tonight. So Izzy Johnson, a sophomore for Hawley, going to be an Enbridge Energy player of the game. Part of our post-game report, we also have RDK Enterprises bringing us our Precision Player of the Game. They thank you, the area grows, for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises continues to invest in the education of their team members and to provide the customer service you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro. Always revisit the performance of your planters. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That's planterdoc.com. Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota is where RDK Enterprises is located. And they're bringing us our Precision Players of the Game here tonight. Being precise, being accurate when it comes to the offensive side, controlling the offense, especially in the situations when they needed it most. That was late in this ball game to help control the tempo, to help control things, to make sure they were in order and in place, was senior Anna Steer. I thought she did a really nice job of that. She led all scorers tonight with 24 points, had 3 rebounds, 5 steals in the effort tonight too, but just her control on the tempo offensively I thought was probably the most crucial part, especially late in a game like this where it's very close and could have gone either way. And it shows on the scoreboard, 51-45. Hawley gets the win here tonight. So our Enbridge Energy player of the game, Anna Steer from the Hawley Nuggets, in their victory here tonight. They improved to 7-2 with the victory, and Thief River Falls drops to 6-3 with the loss here this evening. All right, got our players of the game. Went through our stats as well. We're just going to wait for Coach Bill Gottenberg to come on up and chat with us here quick in the post-game report as well. Final score 51-45. Hawley gets the victory in girls basketball. Boys side went to the Thief River Falls Prowlers up in Thief River tonight. 82-62 was the final score of that one. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with more on our post-game report from Hawley right after this.
Hi, this is Steve Dalen from Piper's Auction and Realty. Do you own farmland? Have you been watching the historic price run up the last 2 years, wondering if it's time to sell some of yours? People sell land for many reasons: settling a family estate, reducing debt, or simply creating a cash nest egg for a comfortable retirement. Whatever your reason might be, the market has never been stronger. Let me help you explore your marketing options. Call me, Steve Dalen, at 701-893-8517.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
51-45 is the final score. Hawley Nuggets get the victory over the Thief River Falls Prowlers this evening. As we await Coach Bill Gottenberg, he's just finishing up some chats here tonight down on the floor. So we'll give him the opportunity to come on up. Again, the Nuggets, their next action will be coming up on Thursday night. That'll be another section opponent for them. As mentioned, they'll be on the road when they take on Pelican Rapids. Following that, a week from tonight, they will be back at home against DGF. And then at Perham the following Friday, January 13th. So some big matchups coming up for the Nuggets here very soon. As for Thief River Falls, after tonight, they will have a couple of 8A opponents. On Friday night, they'll be at Badger, Greenbush, Middle River, up in Greenbush. And they'll have Bagley coming up on Monday night for their next action. for the Prowlers. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back, and Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Nuggets, will join us on yourliveevent.com right after this.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Hawley and Hendrum.
Hawley Public Schools teaches over 1,000 students in grades kindergarten through 12. They do this in facilities that are either new or recently remodeled. These facilities are not only for Hawley students, but for adults too. Hawley Public Schools offers community education classes in subjects like yoga and painting, plus adult basic education for those who want their GED or who study English as a second language. Hawley Public Schools, preparing students for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow.
Postgame report continues, and then the victory for the Hawley Nuggets here tonight. Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, joining us after the victory on Tuesday evening over Thief River Falls in a section matchup here this evening. And a hard-fought battle, Bill, that you had against the Prowlers, and I'm sure you knew that coming in, that this was going to be one of those matchups. But give me your thoughts on this ball game overall and how things look tonight for the Nuggets.
Yeah, give Thief River Falls a tremendous amount of credit, that they came out with some intense pressure and kind of got their game going. And our kids, battled and defensively early on did a nice job and found a way to get some points. And then they kind of made a little run at the end of the first half, starting to drive the ball better, and needed to make some adjustments on who was guarding who for them second half. But the fact is, the second half, then they tied it up, and then they had the momentum, and they got up, 5 or how much was that, 8 or so?
Yep.
And the kids, that, was a good gut check for the players right there. The Nuggets come back and didn't give up. And then got on the roll, started rebounding better, and started playing better defense, and took care of the ball better at times. And so, yeah, a great learning game, and I was really proud of the kids for their effort, and good game to learn from and to confidence builder for the kids.
Yeah, and it was a game, when you look back at it, it really was a game of runs. I mean, it started out with a bucket, and then all of a sudden you go on an 11-0 run to open it up a little bit. Looked like things are on your side, and then all of a sudden they worked their way back in, tie it at halftime. And kind of that same thing in the second half where it was ups and downs, but credit your team, they never gave up. They just kept on plugging away, even in those situations where they could have been, okay, let's just hurry up and fire up shots, but they stayed patient enough to try and find better opportunities, and it really paid off for them here tonight.
Well, it's tough to get to the basket, and if we, early in the game, I thought we drove a little too far in and our shots were contested. And then also we maybe shot a little too quick and, just uncharacteristic of some of the not hitting iron on some of those shots. But, I think, again, it's just you got to get used to playing against that type of pressure, and good learning experience for the players, as I mentioned. And I thought their second half, towards that, Izzy Johnson came in and did a nice spark on the bench, off the bench defensively, and also hit a putback and an outside shot. That was fun to see there. Better came off the bench, and 8th grader hasn't played a lot for varsity, but sees the floor well and plays good defense. And so she was a nice lift for our team tonight too. And every game's a different game. So next game, some of the girls maybe that didn't get in as much will be back out there because, that's just the way that game was tonight and who was playing well at that time.
And really it seems like Thief River Falls is probably like this along with a lot of the teams in the section, which the majority of your schedule is section opponents, which is always good leading up to the playoffs. But it seems like it's that same type of style, that aggressive play, that physical play. And that's really something the girls are going to have to be ready for every night, regardless of who you're playing.
Yeah, you got to remember we graduated 9 seniors. You still, got Anna and Izzy who played last year that were not the point guards, and now they're having to learn that position. and the other girls are stepping up and learning and improving. And so they come in every night to practice, work their tails off, and the big thing is to have fun. That's just trying to emphasize on the bench here. This is a game, you guys. Relax and have fun out there. And maybe that's when they started to click a little bit better, when they just, hey, not so serious here. Let's just, hey, it is a game. Let's have some fun here.
You got another tough opponent coming up on Thursday night. You'll be on the road this time. It'll be in Pelican Rapids, taking on the Vikings. And this is another team that's right in the mix there in the top 3 right now in Section 8 AA. So definitely doesn't get any easier. And I'm sure it's going to be a similar type of atmosphere and similar type of opponent for you on Thursday.
Right, yeah. Pelican's a nice team. They're tough at home. They were over in Underwood tonight. Hopefully they maybe had a double overtime game and get more out in that. But yeah, that'll be a fun game. We love to play Pelican. It's a great environment over there, so we're looking forward to it. And I'm glad we got a day to rest up a little bit and kind of regroup here and get focused again for our next game there on Thursday.
Sounds good. Well, Bill, appreciate the time here tonight. Congratulations on the win, and good luck throughout the rest of the season. I'll get a chance to see you again here down the road sometime. So
yeah, thanks, Kurt. Fun to talk to you here tonight. You do a great job.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Bill Gottenberg, head coach of the Hawley Nuggets, joining us after a 51-45 victory over Thief River Falls here tonight. Well, that will wrap things up for our coverage on yourliveevent.com. We appreciate you tuning in to the coverage wherever you may have been for tonight. Always a pleasure to get a chance to bring that to you. A special thanks to all the sponsors for helping make the broadcast possible, the ones you've heard throughout the broadcast. Please patronize them at the very least. Tell them thank you, because they make these live broadcasts, these live web streams, absolutely free of charge for you to check out, to log on to, and be part of anytime you'd like. So if you appreciate that, appreciate it with patronage towards these sponsors as well. At least tell them thank you. My thanks to Jed Carlson joining me here tonight, providing some great color commentary. As always, appreciate that on the broadcast, bringing some great insight as a coach as well from the area. So always appreciate the opportunity to work with him and get that color commentary here this evening as well. I'm Kurt Fillion signing off from Hawley High School tonight, where the Nuggets keep their winning streak alive at 4 games. As improved to 7-3 with the victory, 7-2 with the victory over Thief River Falls, dropping the Prowlers record to 6-3. Signing off from Hawley High School here tonight, I'm Kurt Fillion. Have a great night, everyone.
We'll be right back.